Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream and the real one? The real one.
What is going on? What's going on? Much love to Seal Nation out there, the Cool Table family, the Mikey Verse, the Syndicate Network. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with us. and we appreciate it. We appreciate you. So excited to be here. We got a ultra for fun stream planned for you guys tonight. This is going to be a great conversation. I am so excited to be here on this Sunday evening. Mikey, how you feeling tonight, sir? Go ahead and let the people know what's on your mind.
Did James Gunn pay Zack Snyder to have you go watch Blue Beetle? Welcome to Night Shift. We're going to cause trouble tonight.
Oh my goodness. I cannot wait. Man, we got a fun show filled with surprises. You know what I'm saying? Filled with surprises all around. Y'all about to get a big surprise in 1 second. Just let me get through this rigmarole real quick, right? Because y'all already know what's going on. And if you didn't know, now you do. We're on the road to 1K, right? I mean, Mikey, they should already know this, right? But the goal has been 1,000 subs by the end of 2023 since the start of the year, right? And, you know, I'm pretty sure that we're going to get there. The people have been doing a great job liking the content, sharing it out, subscribing. Right, we at 656. I think that I just saw somebody say. So, right, keep doing that.
Keep going.
We're super excited about where we are, and we're also very excited about the prospects of where this show is going, and where this platform is going. Right. If you didn't know, now you do. Right. These hashtags, Mikey. Right? Sales ZSJL to Netflix, hashtag sales SnyderVerse to Netflix. I mean, are they going to be rendered useless? We shall see. You know what I'm saying? Like, we shall see. Right? You know, hey, I might have to pack it all up and go home. We'll see what's up by the end of the stream. And I'm so excited. But just in case we are still in business, at the end of the stream, if you're gonna rock out with the hashtags, we ask that you follow the rules of engagement, right? Which is number one, be positive. We are engaging with the new home of Zack Snyder, the current home of Zack Snyder. There's no reason to carry over any of that animosity that we have with WBD or Warner Media, WB, any of that stuff. There's no reason to carry that over to Netflix, right? He is currently there, and we're having a new conversation. Rule number two is we ask that you do not mix the hashtags. We're trying to keep the messaging as focused and effective as possible, right? Even though some of you guys may not feel like it, it has been working. And rule number three, we ask that you guys don't tag, reply to, quote, tweet, anything like that, James Gunn or anybody else that's over at WBD currently, right? Almost done, guys. We ask that you follow or no, sub to ZSJL to Netflix on YouTube, and that you follow ZSJL to Netflix on Twitter, right? And also that you guys head on over to inktothepeople.com/saleszsjl. Most importantly, because this is supporting AFSP, which is a cause that is very near and dear to the Zack Snyder fandom, right? And we know what that means, and so we will continue to do our best to try to raise awareness and funds. And this is one of the ways that we've been doing such. And we ask that you guys head on over there and cop a dope shirt designed by the world-renowned artist Noel Leon Flores. We got the Ray Fisher Cyborg shirt and the Justice League Justice is Gray version of the shirt and hoodie over on the site right now. So you guys head on over there. You got what I think like 6 more days, I think. Yeah, before these things are gone. So head on over there now and copy something, and you know, support a great cause in the process. Right now, before we get to the first topic Mikey, you got anything that you want to add real quick?
I just, you know what, Sky, it feels like Thanksgiving. You smell a turkey in the oven. You can't wait until it starts cooking. That's how I see the chat right now. They can smell a turkey. They know Sky is cooking. Sky is cooking. You know.
They're like, yo, how much longer, right?
Can we
Hey,
feast? Can we feast on this?
hey, we know what y'all came for. You know what I'm saying? We know what y'all came for, right? But absolutely. We about to get to that right now.
Yeah.
Let's tap in with the sponsors real quick.
Steppenwolf, have you begun the conquest?
Wait a minute. What is that? Like, wow, Leon just appeared. Oh my goodness. What
We have a
is going
cameo.
on?
We have a multiverse cameo here tonight.
Right? What's going on?
Well. I have arrived. My goodness. What a day, gentlemen. What a day.
Zack Snyder's all over the news today, man. It's all over the news today. Wonder why, Sky? Why is Zack all over the news today?
Zack debated we are. Has Zachy gone wacky?
Did Zack betray Zack?
Zack betrayed Zack? What?
Apparently he has, Sky. Leon, apparently he's gone against the good side because he's turned the dark apparently.
Yo, oh man, y'all already know. First topic: Zack Snyder likes Blue Beetle. Oh my god! Right? Hey guys, this kind of came and it took the fandom, took Twitter, took viral by storm, guys. There's been a lot of banter surrounding this situation.
Yeah.
But before I go in, I actually want to get Mikey's take on this first. I'm pretty sure that you heard the news.
It's one of the things I saw this morning. I was wondering if it was fake or not, because you never know, beta trolls, creating fake memes and shit. Is this for real? But before we get into this, one more thing. So Rolling Stone magazine, I think for a brief time, I think they changed it or something. Somebody told me they changed it. Called Zack Snyder's Justice League the best superhero movie of all time.
It was the biggest troll ever, Mikey.
Was that for real?
They had it at number 1 briefly, and then they updated it and had it at number 50.
What the fuck? Oh my god!
It was like the biggest troll ever, bro.
Oh my god! Well, did James Gunn call them? Hey man, I don't appreciate that up there.
Is that what happened, Mikey?
Where's Suicide Squad on that list then? Where is James Gunn's Suicide Squad? What is it above ZSJL? How can you go from number 1 to number 50? That is a joke.
That don't make no sense, right?
It makes no sense, right? It makes no sense. Keep in mind, guys, this is Rolling Stone magazine. They don't just put stuff out like Geekosity. We have 24-hour, time to get everything together. This is Rolling Stone. They have all those editors there who go over all that copy. They've been around since the late 60s, okay? That's a troll. That's a troll move right there. Knowing that it would get a lot of social media attention, that they changed it. There's no way that's a mistake. How do you go from number 1 to number 50? Come on. I don't believe that for a second. That's a troll, totally troll job. They're going to piss you guys off. And you think they would... Okay, if they were going to make such a mistake, you think they'd make a mistake with another movie. But no, it had to be ZSJL.
Had to be. It always does.
Their history with Zack Snyder, right? So what happened here? The robots create the list? You know, right? Did bots
It
create
was
the
an
list?
AI list.
It's
Yeah,
an AI. It's an
an
AI.
AI
AI.
list.
The AI has the malfunction, y'all.
Wow. I couldn't find the link. I'm like, where's the link? You know? And then I was told, oh, they changed it. Like, I didn't know it dropped to 50. I'm just now finding this out. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's more than clickbait. That's scumbait. Okay, that is just garbage.
That's
Um,
crazy. Hey, but y'all know
man.
how they do, right?
Wow. I mean, for a magazine that I once respected, um, that once carried some of my stuff, you know, that's just terrible, man. Just wow, I'm shocked right now, Sky. I'm totally shocked.
When did
It's
this
not
happen today?
today.
I can tell. Yeah.
Wow.
See that? Hey, y'all, Leon been out the loop. I tried to warn y'all. He been out the loop. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
He's
wow.
having to
Dang.
slowly
Mm,
update him on what's
mm,
been going on, right? Yeah. Nah, but yeah,
man,
this
That's
happened today.
insane.
man.
Wow.
Dropped the article. It was number one. Everybody grabbed screenshots and was like, "Oh, yay!" And then all of a sudden, it's like, "Oh, nope, they updated it. It's number 50."
Knowing that would get more attention, right?
Right,
Right?
right.
But is the
Hey,
Suicide Squad on the list at all? Is James Gunn's Suicide Squad on that list? That's what I'm wondering. You know,
I didn't. I don't even remember it.
this
I
whole
don't
thing
think
sounds totally wacky,
What
guys. It's
what did they
wacky.
have as
It's
number one? Do you guys know?
Black Panther, I was told.
Oh my god. Wah, wah.
so. Look,
Black Panther.
Oh, it happened during Soul Stream. Of course, it would happen during Soul.
yeah, yeah. I think I was backstage when it happened or something.
Wait,
Yeah, it's
oops,
like
we actually put it at number one. Oh shit!
yeah. I told you it was a straight troll. That was like the
Uh,
biggest troll job I think I've ever seen. 100%.
this is bullshit because um, you gotta see, we schedule articles hours in advance. They're 100 million times bigger than we are. And they just Rolling Stone was on a blog. They just like posted on a whim like that. This was deliberate. Come on.
Right? But yeah, y'all right. And shouts out to Mr. With Ashley Peely in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Much love for always stopping through.
Yes.
But
Shout out to Peely for pointing out, engagement tweet basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Or engagement troll.
before I saw the Rolling Stone thing, I woke up this morning to this, right?
mhm.
You know, some somebody out there saying, oh, that they got to Zach, did they pay him off? I mean, all these tinfoil hat conspiracy theories flying back and forth. And I heard a couple of them say, Sky, well, you see, now they're going to restore the SnyderVerse now, which is why they had, Zack Snyder. But they're going to restore his SnyderVerse recommending Blue Beetle. And that's not the most ridiculous thing we're going to talk about tonight, Sky. We're going to talk about something else even more ridiculous than this tonight. First of all,
And yes, it gets more ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen.
the way this is being interpreted, Sky, is completely wrong. Zach has not seen Blue Beetle, guys. He's not saying thumbs up.
Facts.
All he's saying is that he's going to go see it with his family, and
Facts.
he loves the diversity of it, and of course he should. Let's not forget Zach was going to do the first Asian superhero film.
Yes, he was.
And he was going to do a black superhero film as well. He's all about representation and diversity before the MCU. Got their plans in the gear, but unfortunately, the powers that be at Warner Brothers, we can't do that Asian Adam film, Zach, and the No Cyborg solo film,
Which both of them would have hit before the MCU had
yeah.
their interpretations out the door as well.
And the irony is, a man in charge was also Asian. It just boggles them. It was wacky. It gets wacky, right, Sky? This isn't about DC at all. It's not about James Gunn and Zack Snyder are buddies. You see, they're buddies. Hey, I know there are some people, Sky, they're going to politicize it that way. This proves that all you Snyder cultists, who hate James Gunn, you're all wrong. You see, they actually love each other. Enough for Zack Snyder to recommend Blue Beetle. Well, he didn't recommend Blue Beetle. All he's saying he's gonna watch it. All of a sudden, everybody loses shit, right? Fine, Zach. I mean, Zach's a good guy, and I guess lost in the shuffle. Sky Leon, he's a really nice guy. You met him. You saw how nice.
Oh yeah.
He's saying your
Absolutely.
Hey, I actually said this on Still Stream or State of the Fandom earlier. I was like, because there's always people saying, "Oh yeah, well James Gunn talked to Zach back when." Whoop. I'm like, I probably spoke to Zach more recently than James Gunn did.
yeah.
Like, who knows?
100%, bro. I wouldn't be surprised at all, man.
Oh man, but yeah, it is definitely a thing that could not be understated that this happened. I think it definitely meant something, but whatever it meant, I think was where people was gonna fall on one side or the other, Mikey.
I will say this. Okay, first of all, there are some people who thought that money was tossed his way. There was no money tossed Zach's way. It's payola. Like, can I pay for your tweet? Is it still called tweet? No, it's called X now. Can I pay for your X? Whatever your
Right.
X mark, whatever you want to call it now.
Hey, we might restore the SnyderVerse.
You never know. Who knows, right? Who knows? Look, you're right, Nightwing. You're right. I think I do believe. I will believe this. I think there's nothing to do with James Gunn. I do believe that Pam and Abby might look at probably reach out to hey Zach. Could you at least let people know that you're gonna go see this film? And Zach probably would have anyway without them asking. Like, guy, I do have a feeling that maybe Pam and Mike did ask him because this does help in some way to kind of bring you guys together. Because the tracking on this was an all-time low. It was really, really bad. But what I found interesting, Sky, this has gotten more attention to Blue Beetle than anything that James Gunn has previously said. So who's more popular? All this proves that Zack Snyder is 100 times more popular than James Gunn.
Yo, I literally thought this earlier, right? Because the tracking on Blue Beetle is so bad.
Oh God!
Right.
Horrid.
Last time that I was checking, it said it was around like what 12 to 15 million, right? And then it's like, if this thing could end up being like if this one Zach tweet could end up getting it up to like what 20, 25, 30 million, right? Like that means something. Like they're trying to get however much they can get, yo. You know what I'm saying? So Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi were thanked several times at Full Circle. Right? So it would not shock me if Zach was doing a favor for Pam and Mike, because they looked out in helping facilitate the Full Circle situation.
Yeah.
Right. So, I think it would only be like, par for the course for Zach to maybe try to reach back and help them as well. Right.
Yeah, I believe that. In fact, I'm gonna ask my insiders if that's exactly what happened. I don't think I do anything with James Gunn. Just all this will do is show how much more popular Snyder is than he is. I don't think it's really going to benefit him in the long haul. Because this thing is Zach was trending earlier because of this. Blue Beetle was trending as well. But it's pretty sad Sky did a DC film is gonna open up to less than Blumhouse numbers. Okay,
Right?
that's just pathetic,
Hey,
man.
hey, and here's the thing, Mikey, right? I was not going to see this movie, right? I had no qualms telling anybody that the trailers didn't look like they were going to interest
Uh,
me at all, right? But
uh,
when Zach did this, it actually piqued my interest, right? And I'm going to go check this movie out because Zach said that he gonna go check it out,
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
So since Zach gave this movie a little nod and said that he's gonna give it a chance, I'm gonna go give it a chance, and the Cell movement will be putting out some coverage,
Yeah.
letting people know that hey, we're gonna recommend at least checking this movie out if Zach's going to give it a nod, at least in that manner, to see what the quality level is going to be.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a DC film. You give it a shot. Chubby, really quick, I want to answer Chubby's question here. Chubby, I love The Sisters of Mercy. In fact, I was on a previous night shift show. I was talking about my Sky novel, um, which is inspired by the song "Walk Away" by the Sisters of Mercy. You had Sky in a post-apocalyptic world fighting skeleton monsters and stuff. That was inspired by Black Planet and Walk Away and a lot of the songs from First and Last and Always. So great band. I also love the Mission UK, which Wayne Hussey from the Sisters from that band. Anyways, we should do a music show one day.
Right?
But Sky, no, Sky, let me ask you a question though. What happens if Zach sees it and loves the film?
Right? Hey, you know, that's
You never know.
that's real talk, yo. That's real talk. See, but also, and this is one of the reasons why I was having this conversation, or why I wanted to have Leon on for this conversation as well,
Yeah.
was for this topic and for the last one, obviously. But because look, like this just seems to be one of these separation points, right? Another one, right? Where if you want to say, hey, like the film doesn't interest you, that's fine,
Yeah.
right? But saying that you're gonna boycott this film in the name of Zack Snyder is no longer feasible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? You cannot say that, and I would offer to say that anybody still saying that they're boycotting this film in the name of Zack Snyder after he just did this, they're obviously kind of not fans, or just have no desire to paint his fan base in a positive light. Is that fair to say, guys, or am I off?
Oh no, that's very fair. I think that using that as an excuse, using Zack Snyder as an excuse at this point, like you said, is just utterly ridiculous. So it kind of, there is this bridge, it's an imaginary bridge in front of individuals right now. You can either cross that bridge and say, you know what, let's be mature and just leave Zach to his devices and let him do what he wants, and I'll be an adult, whether I want to see the movie or not. Leave it alone. Don't cook on it. Or you can burn that motherfucker. You can burn the bridge and say, screw it, screw Zach. Because that's essentially what you'd be doing at this point. Yeah. If you try to pretend as though you're doing something in his name and in his honor, to besmirch Blue Beetle, as it were, right? It's that reason, that excuse is out of the window.
Well, I mean,
one more thing I wanted to add real quick. Sorry.
No problem.
Is that I think that there is another separation too of 2 points, right? There are those that are going to say, well, James Gunn backed Blue Beetle up. It's his movie, apparently, for the DCU. And then there's going to be, the truth, which is that he may use that film in some way, shape, or form, or the character. But the truth is, this is a Warner Brothers Discovery production, backed by Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca, right? So the truth of the matter is, if there's any favors being done in this situation, more than likely favors being done for Mike and Pam, because they definitely did Zach a huge favor by giving their their powers and their expertise towards Full Circle. They did Zach a huge favor. They're fans of Zach, and they were thanked over and over. Sky and I talked about that earlier. Is that we were kind of doing the coin toss, coin flip conversation of, all right, this is something that the fan will probably will say in favor of the gun theory, and then I was saying but I'm leaning heavily towards Pam and Mike's situation. That's potential because of the studio connection. Despite what Gunn may or may not have said about Blue Beetle representing the Beast or whatever, it's still a Warner Brothers Discovery production, which leads us full circle, if you will, back to what Scott just said, that there's going to have to be a clear separation. Like, what will you do now? Are you just going to use anything post ZSJL as an excuse to boycott and rain on Warner Brothers Discovery Parade? Or, are you going to chill the fuck out, be mature, let the movie exist on its own, and let Zach and his family enjoy it, apparently,
What's really interesting, Leon Sky, is if this is an effective way of marketing Blue Beetle and actually boosted the movie, very well James Gunn's going to be calling Zach off the hook. Hey, can you say something good about Superman Legacy? That you want to see it,
You think Zach gonna say something good about Superman Legacy, guys? And no matter how much that phone ring, come on, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, y'all. We gotta be for real. We gotta be for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Zach would ever compromise himself to a level like that, bro.
And he'll try and get Henry Cavill to say, "Hey, I'm gonna go see Superman Legacy."
Damn, that would be ugly as shit.
Can you
That would be crazy.
imagine?
I know that would be ugly. If I was Henry, I would take the opportunity to I don't know, record that conversation and put it online. But I'm gonna say this too. I think this could bode well in favor of the fandom if they actually, follow Zach's lead. And what if it goes to boosting the box office of Blue Beetle? I think this will show the power of Zach's fandom. Like, this actually helps Zach's fandom in a way, you know what I mean? It really does, in my opinion, an opportunity. If you will.
Well,
Hey,
look,
man,
if the advanced tickets go up in the next couple of days, then it's a Zack Snyder effect. It's a Zack Snyder bump.
Facts, bro.
Right?
And,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And trust me, guys, when Leon and I were having this conversation earlier, we talked about all avenues, right, Leon? We was like, this is we literally was on the phone for hours going over this stuff, right? And this is what you're getting, you know what I'm saying? But,
Absolutely.
It's really a situation where this thing had to be dissected and really discussed at length. And this is what we both feel like. There is no way that this was on accident, right? And if you really look at it from a standpoint of, this movie was tracking terribly, right? And Zach gives it a little nod, a thumbs up, like, hey, I'm going to check it out. Didn't even say, hey, it's good. Didn't say, hey, I saw it, or that I'm hearing that it's good. And with that, if there is a bump, I think that man, look, it's all about leverage in business, guys. You know what I'm saying? And I think that we already got a hell of a lot of leverage, but there is never a thing of like having too much leverage. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the funny part about this guy, and again, this is going to continue on and on. Zach hasn't seen the movie. He could probably not like it at all. We don't know. He just said he's going to see it. That's all it was. But this goes to show you how popular and how powerful Zack Snyder is, Sky. He just says he wants to see it. That's it. He's going to go see it. That's it. But that alone is already a recommendation. Him just like telling everybody he's going to go see it. That's power. That's power.
Mm-hmm. We got lawlessness saying Snyder fandom will be blamed either way. By the people that don't know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that try to blame the fandom literally do not know what they're talking about.
Right? Yeah, no, they don't.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I have no fear of that though. Like whatever. At this point, it's like if people don't already understand who the biggest villain of DC is or villains, it's always been whoever's the idiot in charge of Warner Brothers at the time. That's the biggest villains. Like it's not Zach, it's not us the fans. It's always whatever dumbass executive can't get it right.
Hey, it's been the case, you know what I'm saying, and I think it's just going to continue. But hopefully with this newer leadership in Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi, I feel that there are bridges being built there, and that can't be a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
What if something's going down? You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. Like, what if there's something going down in the behind the scenes, and this is just a little, hey, like, why don't you just do this, and this will get a conversation started. You never know. Right? You never know.
Yeah.
But
that's all I was saying earlier on Twitter. I was like, the only opinion I had on Twitter was this. I was like, this ... is a big deal. Like either way, right? It's a big deal. And we'll see what it amounts to at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah, and then they'll announce that they've sold the SnyderVerse to Netflix, and
right. Crazy.
Crazy.
Right. Nah, I'm telling you, when that announcement comes, Leon and I were talking about that stream earlier today. That stream is being planned out right now, like literally, like as we speak. When that announcement is official, that stream is going to be legendary. That stream is going to be legendary. 100%.
That'll be the biggest stream ever. You have a documentary, coming out that explains the origins of all this. So, I mean, it'd be huge.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be nuts. I'm gonna be one insufferable motherfucker.
Hey, Leon said that I gotta be insufferable because he refuses to not be, and he was like, "Bro, like you gotta be." You know what I'm saying?
I tell you, the day that news drops, Sky is gonna go on a Jerry Lewis 24-hour telethon.
Oh my! Hey, come one, come all, because I'm gonna have a lot to say. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I was literally, we were planning out what we can say now before the stream. You know what I'm saying? And like what we gotta save for that stream, and we're gonna save a lot for that stream. There's a lot being saved for when this thing actually goes over there. Just so y'all know. That's gonna be crazy.
So if y'all hear us and see us right now, and you don't like us, just deactivate whatever accounts you have. Just do it now. Just
The club
Just do
can't even handle me right now. Oh my
it's about to be crazy.
man,
Y'all
look,
thought it
that's
was
gonna be
wacky.
wild,
It's gonna get real
right?
wacky.
But look, y'all got anything else? Because this first topic then ran kind of long. We gotta move forward. But
That's all I got.
anything else before we move forward, guys?
I'm good.
No, that's it. I'm good. I think hey Zach, enjoy it, brother. I hope you and your family enjoy it,
Facts. And I'm gonna go check it out. Cause I do think Blue Beetle's cool. Like I always fight with him on Injustice and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a cool character, but I wasn't that interested in the movie, but I'm gonna check it out now. We're gonna see if we can give it a little Snyder buck. You know what I'm saying?
I was one who scooped them years ago. That was my scoop. People were laughing at it, like, Blue Beetle, Honey Reyes, it's not gonna happen. Oh, oops.
Hey, guess who's laughing now, right? Let's tap in with the sponsors real quick.
Yes. Mighty Steppenwolf, who might have sat here by the side of the Great One, but undone by his self-pride.
Mikey, the Mattel Cinematic Universe show. the new MCU, right? With the recent success of Barbie, like what's going on with this situation, bro? What are we hearing?
Well, one of the things that first popped out is they're doing an adult Barney movie. This is insane. Okay, you want to talk wacky? They're gonna do a Barney film, with some what? It won't be rated R or anything like that, but it'll be like
Oh my God! Wait! I thought you had said adult Barbie, and I was like, wait, that's wacky. And then I said, wait, did he say Barney? And then I'm like, wait, they're doing a Barney movie, bro.
We're doing a Barney movie. I'm assuming PG-13. I'm assuming, but it'll be self-aware like Barbie was. They don't have a head of this MCU like Kevin Feige. So I don't know what they're gonna do with this dude. It's insane. Now, isn't He-Man Mattel? He's Mattel, right?
Yes, he is.
Well,
that's a good question because I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Where is He-Man? While we got Barney and Barbie, for God's sakes, He-Man should be like the next big choice, right?
Well, Netflix canceled their He-Man movie that they were going to do. So I'm assuming that the rights revert back. And who knows, might end up at Warner. Like, I have no idea. I have not looked it up, but He-Man might be really hot right now because Mattel is hot. So now, what I normally would be looking forward to is a Hot Wheels film. I'm a Hot Wheels collector from the 70s. I love that line. Unfortunately, it's J.J. Abrams doing Hot Wheels. Just not excited by it, he said he wants a grounded. Okay, what define grounded, JJ? Because Hot Wheels, the best Hot Wheels cars are the ones that do not exist in real life. They're just, like split an image and those really weird hot rods. And so I just hope they're just not normal cars. But it sounds like, I've always felt, Sky, that they could Fast and Furious Hot Wheels. I mean, it makes perfect sense, right? So they're going to do Hot Wheels, and I don't know if this is going to connect with anything. If this Mattel Cinematic Universe, or just what they're calling it now. But you know what? I tell you, there's a part of me that think there is some form of superhero fatigue, and I think that's how Barbie did so well. It's fresh, it's new, and it's a really good film from what I've been told. I have not seen it, um, but I think there is some sort of fatigue out there. I think it's more than just quality. I think people want to see something really different, um, and I think that's where the Mattel Cinematic Universe can fit in. Um,
Man.
Especially a really good Hot Wheels film with the really cool cars, especially if they have the toys in the film, like some of the toys that you got with Hot Wheels cars. Um, they had one in Green Lantern, Ryan Reynolds film, which was one of my favorite parts of that film. Um, so my sister saw Barbie, and she was seeing toys that she grew up with in that film.
Yeah.
And I think the same thing can happen to Hot Wheels if they have those Hot Wheels cars that we grew up with, or generations grew up with. I think they have something potentially big on their hands here. It's really interesting where it goes from here. Now, you see, Sky, this topic is kind of a disguise for the real topic. Like, because I'm
Oh
always,
my God.
I'm
I hate
always,
when Mikey does this.
I'm kind of, I'm always doing a sneak attack on you guys. Um, the real reason why I put this here, not to blabber about Hot Wheels. Come on, you know me by now. So it's heating up, Sky. My sources are heating up. Um, they are telling me that they're it's looking really good that the director of the Harley Quinn reboot, they're gonna reboot Harley Quinn because she's in DCU now. But they're gonna keep Margot Robbie. Um, it's heating up, dude. It's heating up that Greta Gerwig is the front runner to direct Birds of Prey,
Mhm.
with Margot Robbie back as Harley Quinn, but set in this new DCU. And I think it makes perfect sense to reunite those two after the success of Barbie. It's going to make $1 billion. It's like half a billion already right now.
Yeah.
And to have a really funny Birds of Prey film. If you guys read the Birds of Prey comic book by Gil Simone, it's just hysterically funny. It's not wacky, but it's funny. It has very witty dialogue. Even Chuck Dixon had a great run on Birds of Prey. I want a really good Birds of Prey movie, Dukes. I love that comic book. It's my favorite DC title of all time. But look,
Mikey's been saying that for as long as I've
oh my
been
God,
seeing you on the internet, bro.
like my earliest days at comic book conventions, I was looking for every issue of Birds of Prey I could find to complete the set. That's how much of a fan I was. I have pictures of Gil Simone signing my Birds of Prey books. Huge fan. So Birds of Prey, we'll get a reboot. Margot Robbie will be back as Harley Quinn. Most likely, Sky, they're going to add that Korean Huntress that James Gunn is planning on doing. But Greta Gerwig looks like it's going to be I think, from what I've been told, she's a front runner. I mean, she said in Rolling Stone, there's that magazine again, that she wants to do a superhero film. They're already sending signals out before even Barbie came out.
Did you say Rolling Stone or Trolling Stone?
Yeah, we're gonna call it Rolling Stone from now on. But Birds of Prey is coming, and you can bank on Greta Gerwig getting that role as director. When this will happen, I don't know because there's a strike going on, and we're gonna discuss this tonight about the buyout of Warner Bros. Discovery and Christopher Nolan's involvement. Anyway. That's all I gotta say.
Hey y'all, Mikey be surprising the hell out of me, yo, with these topics, man. And if y'all ain't know, y'all about to find out why, right? Because guess what the next topic is, guys? Right? Y'all want to take a wild guess what the next topic is? Because
I can't even remember what it was because we were supposed to do a show the other night. I completely forgot.
Wait, is that why? Because the next topic, Mikey, was the Harley Quinn reboot.
Oh shit, that's why. Yeah, man,
I was
I had no
like,
idea. But
I was like, bro,
they're tied together. They're tied together. So
right?
yeah.
Hey, they're absolutely tied together, right? Yo, Mikey just let it out there. He was like, man, yes, man. He actually forgot what was on the menu,
Been a long weekend.
right? Hey, I feel it, but it's great though because now we get to the
Yeah, we
main
knocked out
course.
two
You
in
know what
one
I'm
shot.
saying?
Right there, you go.
Right? Hey, that's why
Now that the turkey is cooking in
Mikey,
the oven, gotta get the turkey out, Sky.
right? We're gonna get it out right now. Let's go ahead and let's tap in with the sponsors real quick. And Mama Bear, if you're still in the chat, do a like check for me. Right? We'll be right back.
You betrayed him. Your own family.
Here we go, guys. We know what y'all here for, right? We here for Christopher Nolan, right? Oh man, hold up. But before we get to that, we got the homie Necron with the super chat, $5. Shout out to the homie Necron. Hashtag the cool table. Hashtag Pandora's box. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that y'all check that out.
Yeah.
Wednesdays was at 7 p.m.
That's
Central.
5 o'clock Pacific time, and we're gonna do a continuation of the babes of the '80s and back, hot babes from both genders too. You got retro nerd girls with that. So
For sure, right? He said, "It's Sunday, time to pay for your sins. Pass the plate."
get the tithing ready.
Hey, right? Hey, let's get a homie Necron something real quick, right? Since it's Necron, we'll give him something a little darker.
I told you. Steppenwolf would fail. Yes. Yes, you did.
Right? He said 33 likes. Y'all playing, right? But Mikey, let's get to it, yo. Christopher Nolan, bro. Look, this has been the talk of the internet, Mikey. You were getting bombarded with questions about it, right? As you said, I didn't even know because I was like off of Twitter for quite some time. And then I came back and I was being asked about it. I was getting my chat, like they was invading my chat the other night, Mikey. And I was like, no, this is wild, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know what you're gonna say, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we're about to find out. But what are we hearing? What's your answer on this Nolan question?
Well, let me kind of explain to you what I've been hearing the past few days. I think since yesterday. It's been infiltrating the chats whenever I'm, doing a show. And this came out of nowhere, Scott. Like, what? At first, I didn't get what was being talked about here. The rumor, according to this rumor, Sky, Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer director, Dark Knight trilogy. You know the score. You know his films. Apparently, he's in the okay. So there's 2-part scoop here, I guess. They're kind of connected. Number one, the scoop assumes that Comcast Universal will buy Warner Bros. Discovery. Okay, it's the assumption that will happen, and it's very realistic. I mean, Sil Dul has been talking about this, and I've heard the same. That Comcast
Absolutely
is the front runner to buy Warner Bros. Discovery. Now,
100%.
I will say this though. I will say that it's kind of maybe an extra bomb. I don't know. Comcast was the they had a failed courtship, okay, with Fox. Now they came out of nowhere. They came out like an eBay sniper, with 1 minute left to bid, right? Um, because
Oh,
Disney was all
that used
over.
to be me, Mikey, with the eBay sniping. Sorry, I just had to say
There
that.
you go.
I used to
There you
love doing that. But anyways, I
And
digress.
so Disney was all over the Fox thing. In fact, I scooped that in 2015, and it was different back then. They were going to work together. Then I was one who scooped that Disney was going to outright buy Fox, uh, which people thought was, oh, you're just trying to make up for your failed scoop. No, and sure enough,
Mikey was ahead of his time.
yeah, exactly. And Disney was swooping in on Fox out of nowhere. Comes the eBay sniper known as Comcast, um, trying to make a bid to buy Fox, and CNBC, which is owned by Comcast, were reporting that Comcast was already going to buy them, right? And I said, nope, it's fake news. CNBC is owned by Comcast. Of course, they would say that. They were so sure of it. No, and so Disney was they won. They outbid Comcast. So Comcast is chomping at the bit. They're like, hey, we want a big IP, we want a big studio purchase, right? And so they are rumored, and their rumors are correct, that they're going after Warner Bros. Discovery. But just because you're going after something doesn't mean you're going to get it. You can ask out the prom queen 20 times and she keeps saying no. She runs off with a jock across the room. What you can do about it, right? What I'm saying, guy, is that they're not the only ones. Comcast's not the only suitor in town, right? I heard there's a quiet suitor out there called Netflix that's also sniffing at their heels. Kicking the tires. What is this Warner Bros. Discovery? What can we do with this? Right? What can we do with having all this Warner content on our streamer instead of licensing it to us? We'll just buy it up. So there's a chance that other people are gonna make a bid for Warner Bros. Discovery. Don't put all your your cards in one deck here, because Comcast is a front runner. No shit about that. But there are eBay snipers out there, Leon, like you. They're gonna try and swoop in, you know,
You better put your bid in.
and put your bid in, right? And so, what does that have to do with Christopher Nolan? Okay, here's the scoop. Here's the scoop du jour. Okay, I'm gonna feed it to you guys right now. Apparently, Christopher Nolan is gonna help his buddy. He's gonna help his buddy Zach, right? Because like James Gunn and Snyder are his buddies, right? And man, Gunn's really helping Snyder there, right? I guess, right? So Nolan's gonna talk to the CEO, I believe, of the Brian Roberts of Universal. Say, hey, look, gonna restore the SnyderVerse. Okay, why don't you buy up Warner Bros. Discovery, and let's restore the SnyderVerse, and like. Okay, and then I don't know what Universal is gonna get from this from Nolan. Is it what, Oppenheimer Part 2? Like, like, I mean, like, I mean, you know, I'm in this business now. Literally, I'm a TV show. I don't live in Hollywood, but I'm in this business now. It's more than just scooping and talking to insiders. So, Scott, you live in LA. You live in LA. Before I drop the bomb here.
Apparently, that don't matter to some people, Mikey. Right? They don't. It don't matter, right? It don't matter that I live in LA. It don't matter that I can just go to the movie theater and run into the guy from Rebel Moon, right? Like that kind of stuff don't usually,
For some, it don't matter that Mikey has a show.
They don't matter, right?
Right?
So, do you really think that directors are so close, like Fast and Furious family? Well, it's all about family. That he's gonna help his blood brother Zack Snyder,
It's all about family.
restore the SnyderVerse. When Nolan's not going to get involved in any superhero films from here on in, he's got nothing to gain from it. But he's going to help his buddy Zack Snyder, right? That way. So Sky, I love my fans, my following. I love them all. And sometimes they will ask me questions. And look, there's no such thing as stupid question. They're really curious. But sometimes some of these questions, I'm reluctant to ask them from insiders, dude. I'm reluctant. I'm like, oh my god, do I? No. Like a few weeks ago, when that stuntman, that Netflix stuntman, that Daredevil, was scaring fans. Dude, seriously, you're really scaring all the fans out there. I had people asking me, Mikey, is it? I kid you not, dude. I was asked this question several times, Sky. Is it true that Charlie Cox will twerk in Daredevil Born Again? I'm like, what? Because I'm hearing that Charlie Cox will twerk and the Kingpin will be on TikTok. Dude, I kid you not. That's how goofy it's gonna be. Like,
Come on, Mike.
I
Like,
was
this
so
is a
embarrassed.
Superman legacy, dude. Like, this is
Yeah,
Daredevil.
Superman legacy. So I literally had to ask that question just to humor these people, just calm down. He's not going to twerk. I was told he's not going to, even though my insides were laughing at me. Go, Mikey, come on. You know this isn't past the smell test. Why are you even asking this? I said, look, I have to tell them something. Because if I tell them, no, I don't think so. No, but we really want to know what your sources say. Okay.
Mikey, come on, man.
Guy, I drank a whole glass of water, dude. Whole glass of water. I don't drink bourbon. Whole glass of water to prepare me to pick up my landline, right? Pick my landline and start calling these people and asking them, is it true? Is it true, Sky Leon? Is it true that Christopher Nolan will restore the SnyderVerse via Comcast? Dude, because of a favor, like Ben Affleck did Momoa a favor, right, by showing up as Batman. He wasn't paid, just doing a favor, for family, quote unquote family. So
For favor and family.
I asked these insiders, and literally all of them were laughing their asses off when I asked them. Now one person, after much copious laughter, did answer my question. Right? Really seriously.
Said one person answered.
One person. He took a drink of something. Maybe he was drinking bourbon at the time. I could hear the clinking of the ice the ice cubes in his glass. And I said, Mikey, let me tell you something, Mikey. Not like, oh, this sounds serious, right? Let me tell you something, Mikey. There is a better chance of Christopher Nolan directing Barbie Returns than there is of him restoring a SnyderVerse. Full stop. That was it. That's it. Okay, drop the mic, walk away. So you can quote me on this. There's a better chance of Christopher directing Barbie 2 than there is of him restoring.
It's going to be called Barbieheimer.
Barbie, come on, man. Look, I don't know, man.
Crazy.
Look.
Neil Simmons open Snyder. Marcus, that's hysterical.
Oh my goodness.
Look.
Barbie 2 bombshell.
Look, I started getting this thing too, right? And what I was saying was I felt like, there's just no logical reason that I could think of that Christopher Nolan, right, would intertwine his career with something like restore the SnyderVerse over at a new entity like Universal. That just really didn't seem to be feasible for me, right? To just because I know, I know that word business gets thrown around a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, this guy, he is negotiating contracts and all that.
Yeah.
They just let this guy blow up a bomb for his new movie, right? He got the Oscars coming up. I just don't think that they're in the offices talking about restoring the SnyderVerse.
They're not. They're not. I mean,
Sky and Mikey, what y'all trying to say is there's a higher likely chance that Christopher Nolan will direct Oppenheimer 2. The bombs are back. Before
Oppenheimer 2, bomb voyage.
Bomb voyage. I'm done. Oh my god.
Right? Look, yo. Also, right? Like, I brought this up, this whole time I've been hearing like, hey, that would be competition. You guys are asking them to sell to Netflix. That would be competition, right? It's like Universal is literally like the other competing studio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Leon and I were talking about this earlier, right? Like, when you go to Six Flags out here, that's where like the Warner Brothers stuff is at, like the Superman ride, the Batman ride, and all that stuff. You don't see that stuff at Universal Studios. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
I don't think that, there's going to be a whole bunch of that's actual competing, guys. That's literally licensing some of your biggest IPs to your direct competition. Like,
Universal is literally one of the biggest competitors to Warner Brothers. They have like head-to-head things that compete like a Disney does. Disney has great animation. They have theme parks. They have live action, right? Universal has theme parks. They even have animation. They have everything. They're literally in direct competition with Warner Brothers beat for beat. So why would they then give them their biggest crown jewels in the form of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman? So Sky, hey, all of us, Mikey, Sky, we're gonna go to Universal Studios and go get on the Batman versus Superman ride at Universal Studios after Nolan restores the. I can't even finish the sentence.
I mean, one of them even asked me just really, really sarcastically, "We own Warner Brothers Discovery now?" This happened.
Right.
Hey,
right. Essentially, right?
Yo, that whole eBay sniper thing was a great comparison, Mikey, because that's part of what we've been saying, right? Like over with this sale thing, right?
Yeah.
And I just don't think that, us waiting, because look, I'm glad that we came back into this. Y'all know I was just talking about Xbox and all that stuff, right? Yo, I just saw this with the Microsoft and Activision merger, right? That merger was supposed to be done in about a year. It ended up taking almost 2, right? So they can't even start talking until next year, right? Yep. Officially, right? So you're if you think that the fan base, or not even just the fan base, right, can wait another like 2-3 years, but that whoever would come in, right? Even if let's say under best case scenario, Comcast buys it, and let's say they even keep on Mike DeLuca, right, and make him head of DC Studios, right, or whatever, right? Let's say that happens. Still, you are all these years removed from the Zach situation happening, right? You are years removed from these stories moving forward. I mean, we've already had the Band-Aid ripped off with this reboot, right? There's already been recastings. People are moving on. You think that we can restart this process 2 to 3 years from now? Right? We're going to restart everything then and then they're going to restart? No, I think even if it was Mike DeLuca, right? I think that, they would probably just continue to move forward, and I would trust DC under his stewardship more than I would under the current leadership any day of the week, right? But I'm not going to demand that he bring back Zack Snyder at that point. Right. I mean, if it hasn't been sold, then yeah, would I ask? Maybe. Right. But am I going to wait on my laurels or even put any stock into that situation? I just can't do that. And I'm not sure how you feel about it personally, Leon, but can you go ahead and add your thoughts to the situation as well, sir?
I just think that at this point, especially with the information you just said right there, that was a good comparison to the video game situation, the game studio situation, right? Where these things take time. These processes, they take time. They don't just happen overnight. We hear about them, but they're years in the making. If you have heard of a man named Mikey Sutton, I don't know if you guys have heard of the guy. He's telling you guys things that happen in the future all the fucking time. And he's being told he's wrong and I wouldn't trust it, right? And then 2 or 3 years later, all of a sudden, what he said is exactly true or like about as exact as it gets, right? The scoop is confirmed because he's living in the future. These things happen on a level that is real simple, but happens in the future, right? And Mikey is privy to these things. So you take a situation like this, where you're saying a director as powerful as this is going to get his hands a little dirty in a situation that essentially has nothing to do with him at this point. And he's going to take a brand that we all know and love and take it over to the competition and restore and save it and all that. That's kind of nuts. Would I love for these things to happen? Sure, but there's a higher likelihood that that situation won't happen, and especially won't happen if Comcast buys it or any other studio other than Netflix buys the entirety of Warner Brothers, right? Like whoever comes in next to be the sole owner of Warner Brothers, the first thing on their plate isn't going to be to restore something that has already been rebooted. You know what I mean? The higher chance that may occur is probably going to be what's already being in negotiations, I'm assuming, which is the selling of the SnyderVerse to a third party platform. That's the easiest thing right now, especially with everything going on with the writer's strike, et cetera, et cetera. The easiest move right now has been the move that has been on the table before all this wacky shit has taken place. And that's Sky's idea. Sell ZSJ on Netflix, and then the extra added bonus, sell SnyderVerse on Netflix, you know? We just got to wait for that first domino to drop, guys. You know, hey, I'm not saying people aren't allowed to wish for what they want to wish for, or like what they want to like, et cetera, et cetera. But if you're asking me my opinion, Sky his, Mikey, not only Mikey's opinion, but his professional knowledge and information that he's gotten, if you're asking all three of us these things, right? We're going to say, no, it's not happening. Probably not going to happen, right? More power to it if it does. I'm with it, but probably not going to happen. It's going to be sell or bust, guys, if you're looking at the future of the SnyderVerse at this point.
Yes.
Let's be
at
real.
best, Leon, at best, that would be a solution that would be bearing fruit or start bearing fruit 2 years from now.
Right. That exact scenario.
Possibly.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
At the quickest
100%.
would be to something that could start bearing fruit 2 years from now, but also, as I said before, that will also be 2 more years post. You know, they already have somebody else playing Superman right now. Right. So
Right.
that idea has already permeated the zeitgeist that somebody else other than Henry Cavill is Superman, right? So it makes way more sense to sell this thing to a third party platform and particularly a third party streaming service, right? Rather than a studio that is going to release it theatrically and is one of your biggest rivals. I'm not.
Exactly. In other words, exactly what you're saying. You're going to sell it to somebody that's not a huge direct competitor. Because there was a quote from Peter Safran that we all know and love.
Did he say Universal? Was Universal on that list?
I'm so glad you just said that, right? First question, right? You already knew where I was going with this. The man said sell, and he said it after Amazon and Hulu and Netflix and no, not Universal. Not Universal. No, didn't hear that. He named third-party platforms for a specific reason, and he said that was
streaming services.
Straight up, streaming. It was strengthen DC's brand, right? Selling to Universal would not only strengthen it, it would take that motherfucker away from Warner Brothers, and it would strengthen the shit out of Universal, and DC and Warner Brothers over there. Warner Brothers would be dead in the water. Nobody's gonna go watch.
They be usurped, bro. What? What do you mean? You just let the barbarians through the back gate?
You let in the Trojan horse. Mikey Sky, are you guys interested in DC with Warner Brothers or DC and Universal at this point? Like, think about that. The SnyderVerse at Universal. You think these motherfuckers don't want to do it at Warner Brothers? You think they really want to go give it to Universal, who's gonna obviously kick their ass at doing it? They're gonna take their
wait a minute. I got one more for you. After they just let Nolan get over there and probably get Robert Downey Jr. an Oscar, right? They're gonna strengthen them more. They're gonna strengthen them more, bro.
Mr. GOAT Batman director himself, not the Batman, but the actual film series, right? He made the GOAT Batman film series, Mr. Nolan himself, who hired the GOAT of DC in general, Zack Snyder. So they're going to let those guys go over there and take their crown jewels. Come on, man. That's like taking your baddest, like you're that dude, right? You got like 3 baddies, right? And you got the one top baddie who's like, I'll never let her touch or see another man. Never. And you just let her go off with The Rock, bro. Like, you let her go off with The Rock. You let her go ride out with, what's my man from Magic Mike that all the ladies love, man?
Channing Tatum?
Yeah, you let your baddest chick roll off with Channing Tatum and The Rock. And you know she get down like that. She's like, The Rock and Channing? It's a wrap for you, dude. It's a wrap. Nolan and Zach take your baddie. It's a wrap. You're done. Never to be seen again.
And let's make it clear that Comcast is not going to license the SnyderVerse from Warner Bros. Discovery. These guys, they're looking to buy a company. Why would they rent a Lamborghini when they can buy the company that creates the Lamborghini? You know what I mean?
Fact.
Mike,
and that goes back to original Sky's point, which is you're gonna wait for nothing because they ain't rebooting the SnyderVerse or restarting the SnyderVerse or restoring whatever the SnyderVerse once they buy Warner Brothers. That's just a fact. They're already laying the groundwork so that doesn't happen. They want a company with a clean slate almost at this point.
Yeah.
Right. And like I said, I do not think that years down the line that this thing is going to be any more viable than it is right now. right?
Yeah.
With this whole strike thing going on,
Mm.
and I think that there's been a lot of movement, obviously behind the scenes, right? And I think that this whole Zack Snyder Blue Beetle thing only speaks to that, right? But what could it be, right? I mean, what could be imminent? Let me think. Right? What could be possibly on the horizon? Could it be that Universal's going to announce their bid? Right? Nah, because that can't be till next year, Mikey. Right? Like what could have possibly changed recently that would make things be going on behind this? Oh, right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think right now, Sky, is that people are becoming so impatient that they are literally throwing spaghetti against the wall. It's like, is it, restore? Is it this? Is it that? Now Universal is the savior. Right now, the way is Cell. Cell is the way because it's the only one getting any traction in terms of social media and in terms of reality. We do know for a fact that Zack Snyder wants this to happen, right? We know for a fact that Warner Brothers has been licensing stuff to Netflix already. And then all of a sudden you're gonna jump on the Cloud Cuckoo Land train and say that Comcast Universal is gonna do it, but Christopher Nolan guiding the ship for no reason at all. Look, what I was told is that Christopher Nolan is super focused on his next project.
As he should be.
And he probably doesn't even know anything about Cell or licensing or any of this stuff. Does not pay attention to do.
He don't even got a smartphone.
There you go. There you go. The guy's probably sitting back, like waiting for the Oscars, like wondering, "This my time to win one now? To get a Best Picture, Best Director? This my time now?" Because right now is his best chance of getting a couple of those golden things, man. He's not thinking about Zack Snyder's next move. I mean, come on, look, look, Skywalker's my buddy, right? I'm not sitting here thinking, is Skywalker gonna get laid tonight? Should I help him out?
Right, damn. You know what? I wonder if Sky got somebody to lay up with tonight. Let me, right? Like I'm sure it's never crossed his mind, and that's never crossed my mind in reverse. Right? It's never happened.
What's Sky gonna do on his day off? He's gonna find, somebody. Come on.
Yo, they are bugging with this Barbie stuff, y'all. Y'all been bugging in the chat this whole time. Like, y'all, ever since Mikey said that, he's like, yo.
Barbie. This guy was dead serious when he told me that too. It's like so
Barbie
typically
turns, bro.
So typically LA just sitting back with his glass of bourbon or whatever he was drinking. I can still hear the clinking of the ice cubes in his glass, dude. When he dropped that on me. Man. And normally I'd be offended, but I knew how stupid that question was,
Dude, like I just can't see them trying to put this thing back together another 2, possibly 3 years from now, y'all.
No. Cella's the only way, guys. Sorry. If you guys still believe in this restore thing, Cella's the only way. Christopher Nolan's like gonna swoop in like Batman and save this thing.
Man, look,
it's crazy because to me, it's almost like, in a way, if I'm thinking conspiracy theory wise, I'm thinking like, so we're trying to move the conversation from Warner Brothers about Restore to Universal about Restore. Like, is that intentional? I don't know. That's just me and my
Leon, it seems to me this stems from The Rock like when he, it's proven real. Like he really wanted to bring a SnyderVerse back because he wanted to act in it. He wanted Black Adam to be part of the DCEU. He said this publicly, and he proved it by putting Henry Cavill in Black Adam. Nolan, on the other hand, he's done with superheroes. He's done. You know, he might do Star Wars, he might do James Bond, but he's done with capes. He's done. I mean, as good as friends he is with Zack Snyder, why would he do this? How would it benefit him if he has no intention of producing it and getting points off it? Sky, do people not realize how materialistic people in Hollywood are and how egocentric they are? It's not throwing shade. It's just how they are. You know?
They gonna need they cut. They gonna need they cut. Yeah.
Yeah. You need your cut. Come on, man. It's a billion-dollar business. You know.
They gonna need their cut. We're not talking director's cut.
Right. Oh yeah.
People, guys, just let's be real here. I don't when I put Sky in my novel, thinking, well, Sky is my buddy when I put it in my book. No, hell no. I make money off this thing. I think Sky is cool. I think he's got that persona that can bring out these characters. I'm inspired by that. Not that I'm doing Sky a favor. Come on. I want to do this for free?
Right. Just out the kindness of your heart, bro. Right.
Depending on the
I think that
strangers.
The kindness of hey, you be killing me with the impressions, bro. 100%. Right. Oh my God, you guys are killing me with this Barbie stuff in the chat. Yeah, look.
Well, they're really going crazy on Barbie.
Nah, this situation had it had to be touched on because I've been hearing this quite a bit too. Like I said, my stream got invaded. It was betas coming in here. Oh, but what the why? And I was just like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just chill, right? But I had talked to Leon about it, let him know my thoughts, and we pretty much were thinking the exact same thing without even having spoke about it. And he hadn't heard about it. I was the first one to inform him, and he literally thought the exact same thing and said as such immediately after I had told him. And he was like, hey, like, what about the competition and this and that and what to do? And I was like, exactly, bro.
I just, you guys regard directors much better than anybody on earth. If you think that Nolan would do something like this just for his buddy. You guys know how busy these people are. They're busy. I mean, I'm busy. These guys know nothing compared to how busy these people are. Nolan's probably already planning his next 5 projects in the next 10 years. That guy is very meticulous. He's meticulous. And he's not going to be worried about what Snyder's doing,
I just know this. If Zack Snyder's Justice League ends up on Netflix, y'all got to tune into that stream because we're going to have some stuff to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I promise you guys.
Oh, it's going to be a wrap.
You mean when?
Hey, I told Leon earlier, I was like, yo, the day that's confirmed, I don't care what anybody's doing, we talking about that shit. Yo.
And Scott, what did I tell you, bro? What did I tell you?
He said he pretty much alluded to it didn't matter what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? He was popping up. Right?
That'll be a very happy day when that happens, Sky.
Yeah, man. Because it made sense, right? And that is the one thing. This argument has always come from a place of logic. We moved effectively, and we think that is one thing that kind of separated and made it to where this thing could kind of get rolling a bit faster, right? Oh my God, y'all are tripping in this chat, bro. Look,
The Mama Bear has the best one. The Barbie sis.
right? Look, let's get y'all final thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Before we get on out of here, right? I'm gonna start with the homie Leon, bro. What's your final take on all this? And one, thanks for coming through, bro, and being a special guest tonight on Night Shift, bro.
Yeah, awesome, Leon. Great seeing you here.
Man, it was my pleasure, gentlemen. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you too, man. You know, y'all are some legends out here. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know what I mean? And hey, man, anybody with scoops, if y'all need some verification or some sort of, you know, a leg up, just holler at Mikey. You know, like he's right there, man. Just,
I'm right here.
Yeah, I'm sure his line's open. We don't have to go through all this, you know, Nolan and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, final thoughts. It's always a beautiful night on Night Shift, man. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world at night except for with you guys, man. This is awesome.
Yeah,
happy to come back soon. You know, great topics. Zach putting his stamp on Blue Beetle is still one of the most interesting things that happened to DC in a really long time. We will see if something shakes out with that. I think I'm on board with what Sky is saying about actually seeing Blue Beetle, man. I don't know. Zach put his stamp on it. I'm not going to turn my back on Zach. So that's just that, you know. Hashtag sell rolls with Zach. You know what I'm saying? And as far as Greta Gerwig being a choice for Birds of Prey, that's actually really cool. Greta's a good director. She's solid. And her and Margot just made a potential $1 billion hit. So, I mean, shit, give them everything. Give them all the birds and all the prey, right? And if she's listening, please, Oracle, please give us a real Cassandra Cain. Please,
yes.
Like, just don't do the bait and switch or the weird I don't know what y'all was doing with that first movie. Just give us the really real, because I'm with Mikey. Birds of Prey proper is one of the best comics ever made, man.
Oh, thank you. It is awesome. Yeah,
it's
a
amazing.
great book. Yeah.
Like, I love me some Birds of Prey. Huntress, my goodness, make her the sexy cutthroat hottie that she is, man.
Oh hell yeah, yeah.
Just don't play around. Like, make Birds of Prey Birds of Prey.
Agreed.
As far as this Nolan thing, man, hey, look, if you're gonna support something, man, support something more realistic. Chris, if you hear me, Chris, I'm talking to Chris Nolan at this point. You're acting wacky over here, man. All right, trying to talk to Universal. You know they ain't gonna go for that, bro. Warner Brothers, they're not gonna go for that. Talk to Netflix, okay? Nolan, if you can hear me, bro, because I know it's you behind this, man. You got nothing else better to do. You don't have a hit in the box office, a hit art house film or anything like that looming around the Oscars. No. You're really inundated and caught up in this whole SnyderVerse thing, man. So listen, if you are and you're listening, because I know you're listening because you got nothing else better to do, Christopher Nolan, rock with sell to Netflix. All right, come on, rock with that. Don't do the Universal thing. That's not gonna work, man. Come on, you know. Jokes aside, that's a funny ass supposed scoop there, man. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's like when you scoop ice cream, it falls off the cone, it gets all grassy and hairy and concrete and shit all over it. You try to put it back on the cone like some kind of weirdo. Throw that shit in the trash, start over. All right? It's over with. All right, anyway. I will bid you all adieu. All right. I gotta head out.
All right.
You gentlemen are awesome.
You too, man.
I will be backstage if y'all want to chat, but I got to dip for the time being. You guys are amazing. All right, much love to y'all. Much love to the chat. And
hey, much love to the homie Leon. Right? Hey, yeah. And thanks, bro. That was dope. Leon's a fool, man. I want to say. I always appreciate the homie stopping through. It's always super dope when he's able to tap in, right? Yo, Mikey, what's your final thoughts on all this stuff? This was a hilarious stream, bro.
Oh, it's been a blast.
Right. This was super dope. But what's your final thoughts on all this, bro?
Well, I just want to say that it remains to be seen if Zack Snyder will actually enjoy watching Blue Barbie. It remains to be seen. So we'll see where that goes. This Nolan thing is just it's ridiculous. Guys, sell. Sell is the only hashtag that matters right now. It's the only way. It is the way. Because Warner Bros. Discovery is not going to restore SnyderVerse. Comcast Universal is not going to restore it. Christopher Nolan's not going to restore it. Really, your only hope is Cell. Yeah, and if you want to see Blue Barbie, go ahead, man. Enjoy.
Wait, see Blue Barbie, Mikey. Oh my god, man! They is killing it in the chat with the Barbie.
They are. It can't be the Barbie sister. That's just the best.
Yeah, right.
Mama Bear. Mama Barbie. There you go.
Oh my god! Mama Bear said white cans can't jump. Oh my god!
Oh my god, it's hilarious. So we'll see you guys tomorrow on Night Shift. We'll be back.
Oh man, I cannot wait for tomorrow's stream. I'm sure it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
This one was legendary. Yeah, as for myself, yes, we will be tapping back in with y'all tomorrow on Night Shift. And my final thoughts are this, I love having these conversations with you guys. I'm just now getting back to the point where I'm feeling really energized. Again, I had a great time on Sill's stream earlier, and I was really pumped up, right? So being back with you guys and having the energy to really, talk and emote and stuff like that is very dope, right? And I just need you guys to understand that we're here for y'all. We always doing this for y'all. We are rocking out and going this hard for you guys, right? This sale thing, I don't say the things that I say about it because it was my idea. I say the things that I say because I truly believe that this is the last hope for us to be able to get this done. And I think that, instead of people being upset with who is doing what, right? We need to look at the progress that is being made and put these things to the side and all be able to focus on one thing in order to bring this to fruition, right? Or don't, and just continue to, kind of do whatever you do. And we'll just keep the lights on in the meantime until this thing gets sold. And then you guys can have to deal with that in your own personal time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to know what I was doing. And I'm sure that everybody else will know what they were doing as well. So from Mikey and I, right, that is a good night. We will be getting at you guys tomorrow. Right. Y'all have a nice evening. Much love to the live crew. Much love as well to the replay crew. We'll be getting up with y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream and the real one?